Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this hypnosis session, you're going to be listening to hypnotherapy based around this idea of imposter syndrome and not feeling worthy or good enough to pursue something that is deeply rewarding, fulfilling, and even financially advantageous. I was working with a client that was very, very competent, had experiences of mentoring and facilitating and coaching people to have incredible breakthroughs, but were resistant to really go all in on that strategy, even though they felt that they were good at it, that they felt that they could help. And there was a feeling of, are they creative enough? Are they worthy enough to take on that role of really expanding their ability to impact other people? And they had a picture. And it was a picture of a meadow with a gate that was open. And when they looked at that picture, they felt conflicted because they felt a desire to go into the meadow, but equally there was a fear that the gate may close behind them. And, you know, in terms of symbols, a gate or a door normally represents an opportunity, but a closed door can represent some kind of a restriction or an element to not move backwards. And an open field, that can be a symbol of an opportunity. So I actually harnessed the unconscious metaphor that they already had so that they could really dive into a future, and the meadow represents the future, where they could really explore what it would be like to have that kind of passionate, fulfilled, aligned life and make money from it. But the money is a reflection of the value that they're creating. So there's lots of direct suggestions there about worthiness, competency, all of those things to make them feel that actually not only can they, in terms of competency, but they deserve to in terms of permission. And there's some nice twists in this session as well. So if you're listening to this and there's a dream that you have, something that you feel is your calling, but you're holding back in some way, then I think you'll actually get some real benefit from this particular session. It was created for an individual. Some of the references to creativity and impact might have been perfect for the client I was working with and not quite right for you because maybe your dream and your future is different. So if you do like the idea of a bespoke, customized session built entirely around you, there will be a link in the description where you can schedule that free consultation call. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that slow, long, relaxing breath, and as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of release. With your eyelids closed, notice how much more aware you are of the sound of my voice, of the position of your body, and the rate that you're breathing in and breathing out. That's it. And And as you breathe in slightly deeper. And as you exhale, just allow yourself to elongate that outward breath, enabling you to drift deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. More and more relaxed with each and every breath, enabling you to find that rhythm. The rhythm where you can drift to a place where powerful and profound changes happen. And as you drift towards that place, take a moment to feel proud of all of your progress. Congratulate yourself on the breakthroughs you've already made. I want you to get a sense that you're already in momentum. You're already moving in the right direction. And when you're already moving in the right direction, it becomes easier to make additional changes, refinements, to take you even closer to where you're meant to be. So breathe in again, even deeper this time. But as you exhale, allow yourself to really release that tension in your body. That's it. And with each exhale, feel your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen, and your mind drift to a place that some people would call hypnosis, others would call meditation. And sometimes you can think of that place as the place where your unconscious uses your imagination to create the kind of changes that ripple through time. So with each breath, feel more and more grounded, more present, as if you're gently settling into the deeper parts of yourself. A place of truth, of wisdom, of quiet knowing. And in this peaceful state, I want you to imagine a path out in nature. It doesn't have to be a path of concrete. It could be the kind of path that comes when people or animals walk over grass. Consider it a trail. And maybe you could imagine a gentle, winding path that leads to a beautiful, open gate. A metal gate connected to a brick wall. And beyond the wall and the gate, a lush meadow, an open field. And I want you to imagine that open meadow bathed in warm, golden sunlight. And of course, this meadow can represent anything you'd like it to. But I wonder if you can think of this meadow as your ideal future. And maybe that's a life of purpose, creativity, freedom, and impact. There are long, luscious strands of grass in this field, but also wild flowers swaying in the breeze. And I want you to imagine a circle of people gathered there on the grass. And I want you to see the expression of inspiration, exploration. Imagine that circle of people experiencing moments of transformation. And I want you to notice that here, you are the facilitator of these transformations. Transformations that can come from knowledge, insight, inspiration, or even illumination, shining a light on something that is already known but long forgotten. And I want you to feel how natural this feels, that you belong in this field with these people, facilitating something creative, profound, and powerful. And take a moment to just tune in to that frequency of how that feels. And you can read the expressions of an epiphany, that aha moment, where you create a bridge between pre-existing thoughts and beliefs to create something new. Isn't that what creativity is? Creativity isn't creating something from nothing. It's taking ingredients that are already there, and with those ingredients, creating something original, not from nothing, but from the ingredients already there. And I want you to imagine just before the gate, imagine standing still just for a moment, feeling that this time the gate is open because you are worthy. The open gate represents permission, validation. The gate is open for you because you are worthy of the meadow and you are worthy of the life you desire. You are worthy of guiding others into profound change, insight, and breakthroughs. And maybe there was a time that the idea of the gate closing represented a fear, a rational fear of being locked in, trapped, obligated. But now, search for that deeper part within you that realizes something profound. The closing of the gate doesn't trap you. It protects you. It holds space. It's not to keep you in. It's to keep anything that could interfere with your peace and your profound breakthroughs out. Imagine the closing of the gate creates a sacred space, a container for value, the place where transformation feels natural. The closing of the gate represents carving out space and time, temporarily of course, to create something powerful, something healing, so that when people leave through that closed gate that becomes open again, they leave slightly different to how they arrived. And not just them, but you as well. Because you cannot create powerful breakthroughs for others without also experiencing powerful breakthroughs for yourself. So imagine yourself stepping through the gate, and every footstep in the soft grass is a vote of confidence in your own potential, your own creativity. I want you to get a sense that this meadow, that circle of people, have been waiting for you. Perhaps this has been your calling, and all you need to do is to walk through the gate. Take your place as the facilitator and work your magic. And I want you to feel aligned with the role of exploring, growing, that it feels easy for you. But what's easy for you may seem like a conundrum to someone else. I want you to think of a time where you saw someone doing something mind-boggling, incredible, technically difficult. And I want you to get a sense that how you felt seeing them do that thing is how people in the circle look at you when you are doing your thing. What comes easy is your gift, your talent, which proves that you are worthy, because not everyone can do what you do. And if your unconscious feels ready to harness your resources, harness your creativity, to lean into the worthiness, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. I want you to feel that your voice is aligned with your purpose. And you facilitate not by forcing, but by allowing space, asking questions, holding silence, giving all of the ingredients to facilitate a shift, an epiphany, an aha, a breakthrough. And I want you to imagine seeing the expressions on this circle of people so that when they leave lighter, clearer, with a new sense of clarity, energy, or intensity. And the more that they shift, the more it makes you feel energized, fulfilled, validated. I want you to start thinking, given that this meadow represents your future, it doesn't have to be a circle, it could be an individual. That every session, whether it's one-to-one or in a group, in a hall or a meadow, in a city or in nature, is a playground of possibility. A place to create, to learn, to refine. A place with no obligations, only options. Where each experience gives you feedback, showing you how to refine and evolve, to reflect and learn, to give you everything you need to know to find the very next meadow, the next open gate, the next moment of magic. And when the time comes, it will feel not just worthy but natural for you to amplify your ability to impact. Maybe you start recording your words, your thoughts. Maybe that's audio, maybe that's video. Maybe it's pictures taken of profound shifts. I want you to feel that, what if this amplifies your impact? What if it enables you to connect with people that wouldn't have known you? What if it leads to serendipity, chance encounters? I want you to get a sense that, what if, when the student is ready to learn, the master appears? And by you capturing your creativity and distributing your wisdom, insights, and approaches, you appear exactly as you should. Get a sense that this could amplify your impact, but also enable you to amplify your value for the world. And as your impact grows, so does your fulfillment, and so does your impact. And when your impact grows, so does your income. I want you to deep down believe that you will receive an income proportionate to the value that you create for the world. And what if what's been holding you back isn't your competency, but a lack of belief in yourself? What if you've been depriving people of profound shifts, not because they weren't ready, but because you weren't ready? And if you feel ready now, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to get a sense that you've already stepped through the gate. And the gate is now closed because you closed it. You've closed the gate on the version of you that didn't feel worthy. This is elevating your ability to move forward. I want you to feel able to see the future. So in your mind's eye, drift forward. I want you to see yourself 6 months from now with all the qualities aligned with this new version of you in new meadow after new meadow. More creative, more confident. Maybe you see yourself hosting a retreat in a forest clearing, a lakeside, or close to a mountain. And the more active you are, the more your confidence grows, and the more confident, the more intuitive you're able to facilitate breakthroughs. What used to happen once every 2 or 3 months is now happening monthly, then weekly, then daily, until it reaches a point that you are impacting people every single day. And that keeps your batteries fully charged. And that fills your tank with the fuel to continue pursuing your mission. What if you were never an imposter? You were just waiting for permission without realizing the only permission you need is your own. It's time for you to be a creator, a facilitator, and a worthy guide to yourself. You will lead you to the meadow. I want you to get a sense that everything you need to move towards this future is already within you. You don't have to learn anything new. Just unleash and unlock what is already there. So it's time to leave this place, the meadow of your future, and return all the way back to the here and now, but taking these resources of worthiness, creativity, and confidence with you. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, that's it. Connect and calibrate into the here and the now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes fully, that's it. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.